When we started sailing, I was very confused why so many boats had those big supermarket type loudspeaker attached to their mast. I did not understand why. Now I know.
Hello, Bliss. Are you ready for aperitivo?
Sophie and Rice are welcome to our boat.
Coming. Over.
It's to make friends. Down in the cabin, we heard you. And Ryan was like, no. Hi guys, that was a good one. So here's the deal. We've had problems with our radar ever since we left Stockholm. It was working kind of on and off. We were never really sure if the thing was going to work or if it was not going to work. So before we crossed Biscay, we decided to have an electrician look at the radar. And the weirdest things happened. The electrician ran a bunch of tests, looked at the cables, thought that the cables looked weird, and eventually he tried the radar on a different monitor and came up with the conclusion that the problem with the radar was not the actual radar, it was the Chartplotter that could not read the signal. Repairing the Chartplotter at this point meant that we would have to send it to Marina in the UK at our own cost without knowing how much the repair would cost us or how long it would take Marina to repair the thing. Our electrician had sent monitors to Marina 5 weeks before and still hadn't heard anything from them, so we're like, there is no way that we're waiting 5 weeks to have our Chartplotter fixed. It's a piece of equipment that we really need. And the thing is, we could buy a new one, except that we cannot, because buying a new Chartplotter at this point would mean that our radar would not be compatible with the Chartplotter, and of course the Chartplotter that we have on Port is still discontinued. So we scanned through all the eBays in the UK, in Germany and France, and we cannot put our hands on the Chartplotter that we need. And there are a few for sales, but no one is willing to send it to us in Portugal. Now at the same time that we're trying desperately to find a solution to replace our Chartplotter and fix our radar issue, we are cruising down the western coast of Spain and Portugal. And most of the time, and despite trying to be really diligent about weather, we end up in fog 90% of the time. It's okay, but without a radar, it's really nerve-wracking because we do not see what's around us. It's scary. Here we are in Lagos, and we were in contact with a company called Sopromar here. The guys were super responsive, and in about half an hour a guy is coming to help us with the autopilot, with the radar. We were also going to install a big hailer on the mast because, you know, fog. I'm gonna go shower, and when I come back, the guy from Sopromar, which is the electrician, will hopefully come to the boat and we can get all those reparations going. I have just come back from the shower and this is what I found. We are right now in the middle of our GPS surgery. We are swapping the circuit boards of our two monitors.
Hope it works.
Hope it works. If not, then
Well,
plan C.
Well, if not, at least we would have tried.
Yeah, at least we tried.
The surgery is complete. The patient needs to be sewed back together.
So you got the intern doing the sewing to back up. The doctor has stepped out.
Do you use all the screws?
I have a few screws left.
You still
Almost.
have screws?
Yeah. What about this part?
Wow.
It's 62 seconds.
Let's see. 93.
It's the longest 50 seconds ever. Okay.
Okay.
Nah. No, it does not want to. Oh well, that was a good try. We tried swapping the circuit board, hoping that it would fix the problem we have with the Chartplotter, which is that it didn't pick up the signal from the radar, but that is not working. So now, apart from sending the Chartplotter to Marina, we're out of options to fix the Chartplotter. What we're gonna do next is to try to see if the problem really comes from the Chartplotter, which is what we believe at this point, and we're gonna take a radar that we know works, and we're gonna connect it to a cable that we know works, and see if the Chartplotter picks up the signal. Now at this point we're just really happy that we found an electrician that, one, speaks English really well, and two, is really getting out of his way to help us figure out what's wrong with our Chartplotter. Ah, and guys, it's so hot. Oh yeah, so you just borrowed a radar.
Have these to be installed on a boat.
Yeah, this one we know it works, and we're gonna try another cable. That's very exciting.
If it does work, then there's a lot more troubleshooting.
It's working.
Well, is that the picture you'd expect to see here?
Yeah, well, the radar is just...
Oh yeah,
deck,
true,
so-
it's just sitting on the deck.
Okay, so this shows that our Chartplotter actually picks the radar signal, and that is both good news and bad news. Right now the problem can come from either the cable that connects the radar to the Chartplotter or the radar itself. We're gonna try to test the cable that we know works with our current radar and Chartplotter to see if the problem comes from the cable. Well, obviously there is one problem that is a lot less expensive to fix than the other one. So, fingers crossed.
O chapéu pode deixar o pendurado aí do lado, tem um fiozinho e fica agarrado, está a perceber? Luís.
No.
No!
Okay,
Alright.
put in standby.
Okay, well, now we know.
Yep.
It's not something I wanted to know. From our latest encounter with an electrician, we were convinced that the problem with our radar came from the Chartplotter, and now we've been running a whole bunch of tests, and the result of those tests show the exact opposite, that the problem is actually the radar itself. Well, at least we're not trying to solve the wrong problem, so I guess that's a positive. Radar broken means that we have three options. Option number one is to buy and try to replace the circuit board in our current radar. That's actually a part we can buy and costs 250 euros, but we are not sure that replacing the circuit board is going to fix the issue. Now, option two would be to send the radar to Marina for repair, but then again, when we send the radar, we don't know, one, how much it's gonna cost, and two, how long it's gonna take them to repair the thing. We don't know how much time it's even gonna take Marina to come up with a quote for the repair. And the problem with that is that maybe the repairs end up cost a lot, and in that case it would be a lot better to go for option 3, which is buying a brand new radar. Now the problem we run into with option 3 is that if we buy a new radar, we need a display for the data, right? We need a screen. That screen used to be the Chartplotter, and now of course if we buy a brand new radar, it's going to be incompatible with our current Chartplotter. So at this point we are looking at replacing the entire system, both the radar and the Chartplotter, and that does not come cheap. On the bright side, we are installing a big hailer, which I've been really excited for in a very long time, and we are also about to install a brand new AIS transponder, and that really cheers us up.
Hi,
Hi Luis!
how are you?
Good, what's up?
Making the support for the island.
Oh, I'm so excited about this. Look at that big baby. Yes, 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 yes. I cannot wait to try that one. It's the Shakespeare. Because we need to do a before after. The voice, it doesn't work.
No.
So I only have this.
Okay.
That's how we made it through the fog.
We're gonna try this and see if it works before it goes up. What the? Woo! Oh my god!
It works.
What is this? Okay, menu. Okay. Taylor, you ready?
I'm ready. Go away. I told you.
Oh my god, that is terrible. Take two.
Okay.
Oh guys, that's us! This is so cool. So how do you like Shakespeare, Ryan?
It's really loud. Did they take it up?
Oh yeah. You do? All the way up, little Shakespeare. How's it going, Luis? Everything okay? Are you nervous, Ryan? Are you happy that you're not the one having to do it?
No, I don't mind doing this work. It just, I've never done it before, so these guys are much faster than what I would be. This would take me 2 days to do.
Well,
But I'm learning a lot watching them. So I think next time I would be able to do it pretty
don't steal our job.
No, we won't be around here.
Your neighbors will love it.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's why we installed it.
You have to leave tomorrow.
Great, thanks guys.
Nice. We have a big party engine. You know, it's dangerous to give me that kind of power.
It's just a halo.
Ryan, listen.
Stop, it's so loud. It's so loud.
You can decrease the
The volume? Yeah.
or
Don't.
increase.
It's really annoying.
It's up to you.
This is the best thing ever, 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 ever. Thank you guys. It works great. Bye. We got a hailer. It works. I think we made friends with all of our neighbors at once today. But now we're equipped to go in the fog.
So we'll never see fog again.
Yeah, but when we see fog again, it will come in very, very handy. And Ryan is out and about and dinner is ready, it's going to come in very handy. It's going to be great. And it's accessible at the push of one button on the radio. And I'm sure that during the course of our cruising, I will find more applications to this trailer.
Hello, Bliss. Are you ready for aperitivo?
Sophie and Ryan are welcome to our home. Bye bye, Sophie and Ryan.
Bye guys! We'll miss you!
After a lot of troubleshooting with our radar and our chart plotter and some discussions between us, we have decided going the route of buying some new equipment. So stay tuned. This winter we're going to have a series on how we pick the equipment and how it gets installed.
Woohoo! That's fun and not expensive at all. Next week though, we are going to do a full installation of a brand new AIS Marine 700, and it's been a very fun project in many aspects. Next week we're also going to do our very first giveaway, and we're going to give away, should I say what we're going to give away? No, that's going to be a surprise. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as Ryan and I enjoyed making it. If you liked it, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
What are you doing, right?
I was smiling when you said as much as I enjoyed making it.
Oh my god. Okay, that's
It's
great.
a big smile. That's for all
It's
the
perfect.
It's for all the game players at home.
Bye guys.
Bye bye.
See you next week.